Greetings and good morning. This is Babalawo Salako, and this is another edition of TalkingIfa. So let's talk. Greetings. I'm Babalawo Salako. I was initiated as a priest of Ifa and Obatala in Nigeria in 2006, and I've been practicing the Ifa Orisha religion for over 30 years now. My mission is simple: to help those who are new to the religion or lost in the religion. So if that's you, then buckle up and join me. This is Talking Ifa. So my topic today I want to talk about is respect. So I want to talk about respect as it's related to the Yoruba traditional religion, Isheshe, Ifa, Orisha religion. So I want to start out with just culture first, right? So culture, all religions are birthed out of cultures. And culture, how it's related to religion, has a very rich and significant history. So let's say, for instance, Islam. Let's look at Islam. And Islam was founded by, I guess they say, the Prophet Muhammad, and who was Arabic or spoke Arabic. And so the prayers and everything that you do in that religion, you do in the Arabic language. Your prayers, your greetings, the dress, especially women. You see how women dress in Islam, that comes from the culture, the Arabic culture, right? And it's intertwined deeply into the religion. Hinduism is birthed by Indians in India, East India, and it is drenching in the culture of Indians in India. Even in Christianity, it's a lot more difficult because Christianity has gone through so many changes and so many different languages from the beginning, and it's in different versions of their Bible and all of that. So I won't get into the Christianity part. But let's look at our religion, Yoruba religion, and the Isheshe, Ifa, Orisha religion. So in our religion, culture is also very intertwined. It's birthed out of the Yoruba people. So therefore, the Yoruba culture is all, the core of this religion. So in the Yoruba culture, for instance, they have something where they have to show respect and prostrate to elders, to parents. Like every morning, the first time you see your parent, you prostrate. So for males, it's idobale. It's called idobale. For females, ikunle. And that's prostrating down on the ground, kneeling, either touching the ground or going down. Like for males, if you're doing a push-up or etc. You do that for your parents each morning. You do that also, that passed over, for elders in your family or elders in the community, and even some community leaders, people in those positions. Okay, so it's so intertwined in Yoruba culture that in the words in Yoruba, when you speak Yoruba, respect is built into the language. So, for example, if you say the term, if you want to greet people in the morning, and the greeting, karo, as a greeting in the morning. Now, if you're speaking to an elder, you have to put an E in front of that word. So it has an S sound. So instead of karo, you wouldn't say karo to your parents or to your elders. You say ekaro, ekaro. Now, if you're speaking to someone that's a peer of yours or younger than you in age or in seniority in whatever position, if it's a job or whatever, you would just say karo, afternoon kasan, or as elder ekasan. So respect is built into the language of the Yoruba people, and therefore it's also built into the religion. So let's go. So in the religion, your priests or your elders or those who brought you into the religion, you always must show a certain level of respect for them. You do ballet, right? So I remember a situation with me back in the early days. It was back in the 90s. I had a good friend. She's a medical doctor now, Willette. And at that point in time, Willette, she had a lot of respect for me. So she saw that I was doing this religion she never heard of, and so she wanted to check it out. She said, okay, if I'm doing it, there must be something to it, right? So I invited her to come to our LA one day. And so when we came, my Luo was there, and I had to greet my Luo, so I did Ido ballet, and I prostrated down in front of him. But then her energy was off the rest of that time. And so when we left, she cussed me out, right? She was like, how the hell you gonna bow down to some other man? You don't bow to nobody, you know? And she was going off, and I was saying, well, that's part of the religion, the culture is respect. No, you don't do that to any man. Anybody that's trying to get you to do that, you know, you need to get away from them and blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, our friendship fell off. She lost respect for me. And to this day, we haven't spoken in like 20 years. I don't have anything against Willette, but you know, that was her choice. But I'm just saying, in the United States, you know, we went through struggles and slavery and being called boys, white people calling us boys and all of that. And so we kind of have attitude that we have to stand to be a man, and we don't bow for anybody, you know. So I understand it, but nevertheless, if you're going to be in this religion and culture, that's a part of it, right? Respect is built in. So again, transitioning there over to the United States. So in the United States, of course, over the years, respect has been diminishing greatly. I remember when I was younger, you know, most people were taught to show respect to elders, to say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and all that kind of stuff. But today, that doesn't exist. Good morning.
We're starting on the back nine today.
And so, sorry about the interruption. They're kicking me off the golf course right now. But let's say in the United States, like I said, respect has been diminishing over the years. And when I was younger, people used to be taught to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, and at least to their elders, show respect to their elders. That has been diminishing. Now, if you get on the train or anything else with young people and elders, there's no respect. And you can see it clearly even in driving. I mean, nobody has respect for anybody. Nobody has respect for red lights. I live in here in Atlanta, Georgia, and people didn't used to do that. I used to go to Milwaukee and Chicago area, and I used to see people running red lights all the time. And I was like, wow, I'm glad they're not doing that here in Atlanta. But I don't know if a lot of those people that moved here, but now you can see 3 cars in a row just blatantly running red lights. Here in Atlanta, it turns red, they just ignore it, and its accidents levels have gone way up. So in general, respect in the United States has been dwindling and diminishing in general. So it becomes more difficult and challenging depending on the culture and environment, the family culture environment you come from, for you to be able to show the level of respect that's necessary in this religion. So since this podcast, I target people who are new to religion or orphaned in the religion, this may apply to you. So I'm just kind of giving you a heads up that when you come to this religion, if you're not used to showing respect, to get the most out of it and be successful, you have to show respect, not only to your elders, not only to your Alua or priest, but also to the Orisha, to your ancestors, to your parents. You have to show respect in general in this religion. And if you do, you'll get the most out of it. You'll have the best chance of being successful and that kind of thing. So wrapping it up, respect in Yoruba religion, Ifa religion, Orisha religion is mandatory, but it's not bad. You'll learn that you'll have a lot of blessings flowing your way. A lot of things will go better for you. Your offerings and prayers will be answered. And, that's just the way to go. So that's what I had to say today. But even with that, let me just preface it with one other thing. Showing respect for elders and priests and that sort of thing does not mean in any kind of shape or form or way that you have to allow yourself to be abused by anybody, right? If somebody's abusing you, I don't care if it's your Alua or your priest or anybody, then you need to get up and leave that person or that house or that elay and go somewhere else, because being respect is one thing, abuse is a whole nother one. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you always have to show a certain level of respect, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed that and that you got something out of it and it's going to benefit you in some way. And today is the Holy Ifa Day, Itadogun Ifa Day. Today is July 17, 2025. Itadogun, Itadogba, Itadogun, Awokiye. I have to go home now and do my ceremonies to Ifa for this Holy Ifa Day. But I hope that you have a blessed day, a prosperous day. Ireo Odabo.